Place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here at Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And the D looking like they may blitz. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And James has it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Bell. And, he'll be shoved to the turf that time, near the 48-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Red zone opportunity. First carry for James Conner, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But they've got a third and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. Cam Newton all alone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, 39 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go again with Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On the counter, here's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll set up the screen for Stewart. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. On first down, it's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. And guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Russell Shepard as time expires in the first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff. On
2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing that they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
On second down, here's Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Bell sheds him off. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Like the Panthers' hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
To throw on second down is Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Throwing on third down, Newton. On the move to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 23. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Defense showing blitz. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick taken near the 18. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They go back to Stewart on first. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Newton. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They keep it on the ground. Again to Stewart. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. Newton to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about right a finish to this one. Fresh set of downs here. Newton's going to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Newton. Going deep for Benjamin. A swing pass caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, 42 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman, and a big turnover there as his guy.